sign leaned crooked on the roadside, paint peeling, but still readable. Trail closed. Danger. Denny just laughed. Rangers put these up all the time. Storm, fallen tree, whatever. Let's keep going. The four of us, me, Denny, Lena, and Mike, turned off the highway and rolled down a narrow service road. Pines arched overhead, forming a tunnel. The deeper we drove, the quieter it became. Not quiet in a normal way. Not the country calm, with crickets and owls. This was absolute. No birds, no bugs, nothing. Even our boots on the ground sounded muffled, like someone had wrapped the earth in heavy carpet. We carried our packs until the road ended in a clearing, and that's when we saw them. Dangling from the trees were dozens of crude charms, bent spoons, rusted forks, soda can lids, strips of aluminum flashing. They clinked softly in the breeze, a thin metallic whisper. Scarecrows for deer, Denny said. Or warnings, Lena muttered, staring at the wires that tied them. We set up camp away from the trees, but no one said it out loud. Those charms didn't feel like protection. They felt like a line we weren't supposed to cross. Night fell fast. Our fire didn't blaze the way it should. It smoldered, cautious, like it didn't want to disturb the woods. Conversation stuttered. Every time someone laughed, the sound felt wrong, too sharp. Then came the crack. Not twigs snapping under a raccoon, but heavy, like a knee grinding through dry brush. We turned. At the edge of the firelight stood something tall. For a second I thought elk, long body, antlers branching high. But then it dropped down onto all fours. Its elbows bent backwards, knees too. The spine bent in the middle like a broken stair step. It crawled toward us slowly, shifting its weight from hands to knees. Except its hands weren't hands. They were wide plates ending in four blade-like claws. When one struck stone, it clicked. Clack, clack. The thing tilted its head, as if sniffing. One antler was broad and broken. The other reached forward, jagged at the tips. Its eyes didn't shine like animal eyes. They were dull, covered by a wet film. And then, just as sudden, it slid back into the dark. The metallic charms above us trembled on their wires. Nobody joked this time. I woke in the dark to the sound of breathing. Slow, too deliberate. Someone was right outside my tent. The nylon pressed inward as something large brushed against it. Then came the sound. Claws dragging across the fabric. Long, patient strokes. And a voice. Low, broken, like several throats speaking at once. Ko, mi, close. It repeated, each time with a new pitch, like it was rehearsing. One version whispered, another too loud, another drawn out on the wrong syllable. I held my breath. My chest screamed for air. Footsteps circled, deliberate, claws tapping stone. Clack, clack. Then, nothing. Morning revealed the ground around our tents shredded. Handprints, kneel marks, not human, not animal. Wide palm-like impressions with four deep grooves cutting forward. Between them, oval dents where knees had pressed into the dirt. Mike crouched, touched the earth. Too heavy for a man. Beside one print was a black string, tough like tendon. At the end, a tight knot. I picked it up with a stick. Lena shook her head. That's not from a deer, Denny muttered. Elk. But his face said otherwise. We ate in silence. The forest around us didn't. It stayed dead. That night, the woods laughed. At first it was Denny's laugh, sharp, cocky. Except Denny was beside me, lips pressed tight. Then Lena's laugh, raspy, rising at the end. Then mine, perfectly wrong, like a broken tape. We froze. The laughter rose and fell, stitched together from pieces of us. It's impossible, Lena whispered. Above us, the metal charms rattled like teeth. Later, Denny grabbed his flashlight. Out of wood. I'll be quick. He vanished into the trees. The light winked out. Minutes passed. Then his voice called from the dark. I'm coming. Wait. We all froze. The tone was too even, like someone reading phonics. "Denny?" Lena called. From the opposite side, the same voice answered. "Over here, this way." And then the woods said my name, first correct. Then again, bent wrong in the middle. Then Lena's, stretched until it snapped. Her grip crushed my wrist. "That's not him. It's copying." We didn't move, not until the fire burned low. The metallic charms clinked. Something crawled into the circle of firelight. Its spine cracked with each step. Its plates slammed stone. Clack, clack. Mucus filmed its eyes. The vertical slit of its mouth opened, far too deep. And it spoke. Denny's voice. "Why? Did you leave me?" The words dragged through its throat, cracked and wet. Lena screamed. The thing lunged forward, claws smashing dirt. We ran. The forest turned into a trap. Branches clawed our arms. Roots sucked at our boots. The sound followed us steady as a metronome. Clack, clack, inhale, exhale. Sometimes it was beside us, sometimes ahead, sometimes far behind, but always there. Lena tripped. Her scream cut through the trees. I turned. The thing rose on two legs, taller than the pines, antlers scraping branches. Its body bent like it didn't understand upright. It collapsed forward, landed on her. Its mouth split open to the chest. Her scream stopped. I stumbled toward her, but Mike yanked my arm. "No, alive. You hear me?" Alive. We ran. We burst onto a clearing cut by a shallow ravine. I leapt, caught a root, scrambled up. Mike followed, slipped. He clung to the edge, breath heaving. "Grab my hand!" I reached down. His eyes flicked sideways. From the mud beside him rose a plate, claws glistening. Antlers followed. Mike swung his knife. Steel rang uselessly off bone. The creature's head tilted. Mouth opened wide, vertical, pulling the air into silence. His shadow vanished from the beam of my flashlight. A dry crack snapped the air. The world smelled colder. I didn't scream. I ran. The sound followed. Clack, clack, always the same pace. I broke from the trees onto asphalt, collapsed on gravel. A car screeched, headlights blinding me. Hands lifted me. A man's jacket smelled of gasoline and smoke. "Jesus, kid, what the hell? Don't go in!" I gasped. "Don't!" They went anyway, shouted into the dark. Flashlights bobbed. Then the cops came, sirens slicing the night. They walked us back into the woods. Flashlights swept branches. The clearing was empty. No fire pit, no metal charms, just bare dirt, churned like something had shifted the earth. A deputy crouched, shined his beam. 3 depressions in the soil, 2 forward, 1 back. Knee, hand, hand. Too deep for any man. He straightened fast. "We'll send drones at daylight, not now." I didn't argue. Home didn't save me. The first night, footsteps under the window. Clack, clack. The second, a voice, my voice. Open. The third, a black string on the doormat. Knotted. A spoon tied to the end, broken in half. I threw it away. In the morning, it was back, on the carpet beside my bed. Now, every night, it comes closer. Sometimes it uses Lena's voice, sometimes Denny's, sometimes mine. Perfect. The strings keep appearing, each knot tighter. The forest didn't stay behind. It followed me home, and one night soon, I know I'll answer.